Hello, my name is Dr. James Stovall, and I am author of the SAT College Preparation Course for the Christian Student. And I'm also president of the Christian Home Educators Lifeline. Welcome. One question that I hear a lot from folks as I travel around is, just tell me, Dr. Stovall, 5 things that I can do to improve my SAT and ACT score. Now, I'm going to tell you these 5 things in the order in which I think you need to do them, from the least important to the most important. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to familiarize yourself with the exam. Now, that means you need to get a practice exam. You can see one online. You can buy one. You can buy my material, and I have examples of these tests. But you need to familiarize yourself with the exam. Now, what you're going to notice is that if you're studying science and you're preparing for science for the SAT, you're going to be making a mistake. Because there is no science on the SAT, but there is science on the ACT. So obviously, your preparation for the ACT and SAT is going to have to be different. Familiarizing yourself with that exam will make sure that you're preparing for exactly what you need to prepare. Now, the second thing I want you to do is to read a lot of great books, classical books. They don't have to be hard books. You can read like Treasure Island or Little Women. These books have huge vocabularies. But remember this, most of the English verbal portion of the ACT and the SAT is based on vocabulary and critical reading. And reading good books is the single most important thing you can do to improve your score on these cognitive developmental, which is a fancy word for critical thinking exams. The third thing I want you to do is to practice some form of stress reduction. Everybody knows, every study taken on the SAT and ACT proves that your state of mind is critical to your success on these tests, particularly since the tests were updated in about 2005. Now, I prefer you to use prayer. I want you to memorize Scripture. But whatever you do, make sure you have some kind of stress reduction experience when you take this test. It will affect your score. The next thing I want to talk about is you should be taking some practice tests. Now, I don't want to imply that that's all you need to do. In fact, you could take 100 SAT practice tests and it wouldn't affect your score at all. And ACT is a little better. I mean, taking ACT practice tests will help your score somewhat, but it's not going to be as important as the most important thing you need to do for ACT and SAT preparation. It's my #1 preparation principle, and that is you need some kind of coaching course. Now, of course, I'd love you to use mine, the SAT and College Preparation Course for the Christian Student, and other resources that I have. But in any event, you must have some coaching experience. You cannot go into these tests cold and expect to have a good score. You just can't do it. It won't work. You hear people saying that. I suppose that happens to folks, but believe me, it's an aberration. It is rare, and you don't want to go into this test without a strong coaching experience. Some kind of coaching intervention, coaching experience that will help you prepare for this most important test of your young life as you prepare for college. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Now, I recognize that you're probably going to have other questions about the SAT and the ACT. Now, to that end, I have put together a free video to answer many of these questions. To see this free video, please visit whatisthebesttest.com. I hope to see you over there.